Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I got some specific milk that's supposed to have apple and honey, no, and cinnamon. It tastes like wheat. It's okay, I guess.
The clock winds back to the start of the journey to Penacony. The Astral Express, upon invitation from the Watchmaker, heads to a cosmic vacation spot, the Reverie Hotel, for a banquet. However, in this sweet dream paradise, they unexpectedly become entangled in two bizarre murder mysteries.
Murder.
A grand struggle for a legacy begins. Numerous factions enter one after another, acting in response to the situation. The family hosts also plot to capture the Watchmaker with this opportunity, and ensure the Charmony Festival takes place as scheduled.
I remember the first meeting. I remember. Well, this was the second one.
A confrontation between the emanator of the Nihility, Acheron, and IPC representative Aventurine becomes the turning point of the entire event. The latter, through a grand death, shatters the family's lies and reveals the existence of the primordial dreamscape, Dreamflux Reef. The Express crew thus delves into the heart of the situation. Here, Gallagher reveals to everyone the truths about the dreamscape, the Stellaron, Mikhail, and the other nameless. They finally uncover the legacy of the Trailblaze and, in doing so, receive a glimpse from the Harmony. To fulfill the wishes of their predecessors, everyone heads to the Penacony Grand Theater, with the intention of sealing the Stellaron. However, they are forced into a deadly battle against Sunday, the head of the Oak family, who is aligned with the Order. This great battle concludes with the fall of the Order once again.
Then Sunday?
The future of Penacony remains uncertain. However, thanks to the mediation of the crew, the family and the IPC agree to cede some of their interests and reach a consensus. Penacony regains the right to determine its own destiny. In the very end, Sparkle makes a grand return with a startling bomb show. This crisis is ultimately resolved amid spectacular fireworks. With everyone receiving their own best ending, the tragicomedy of the sweet dream comes to a close.
Amphoreus, the eternal land.
There is no record of this world in the databank. Not even a mention of its name.
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. It's a world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. It's mysterious, all right. You haven't been with us on the Express very long. Will the journey be too much for you to handle?
After what we've been through, you really think that? I've been in the Express for nearly 2 years now.
Huh? Has it been that long?
There's no need to be nervous. I understand that it may be difficult for us today to warp our heads around the idea that there's a world Achivili didn't venture into, but a journey like that was only routine to the Express crew back then. After all, to trailblaze is to explore the universe's boundaries.
We should consider Pom-Pom's opinion too. They don't know we're considering Amphoreus as a destination.
Sure, I'll take care of it. That said, Pom-Pom usually stays out of discussions about destinations. The final decision will likely still be on us to make. In that case, we'd best take the time to think this over.
Yeah. Plus, even if we pass Amphoreus over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
I love the song too, but I have to change it during the story because it's mixing with the voices and my voice, and it's like a mess. That's what I thought too. Alright then, for now, I'll let Miss Black Swan know that we're considering the Eternal Land as a destination. Spoilers, we are going there. Seeing as how this is going to be an unusual adventure, it'd be good for us to take some time out to make preparations for the journey. Meanwhile, I'll see if I can't find out more about Amphoreus from our... what? I'll see if I can find out more. If I can't find out more about Amphoreus from our allies before we depart.
In other words, we won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
It's okay, there's a baby there waiting for us.
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make sure that the astral charts and navigation routes are all functioning fine. I wonder if the hole in the Tychean Stadium has been repaired.
Well, about that. The Express has been on the go almost the whole time since we left the space station. We've barely had any time to catch our breath. Catch out breath? What's happening? Let's take this as an opportunity to wrap up our vacation instead and make the most out of this break. At this moment, people still haven't expected this vacation to be so fulfilling. They will witness the Grand Scienzo war dance, and during this moment of leisure, also complete blah blah. And those they will meet again include not only friends, but also foes! Sunday, switching to POV. Several weeks later.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
Oh, get out of here.
If you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
Are these the two people that were in our room in Penacony? When we told her we're the shareholders, get out of here.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. But is there even any point to doing this? The threat's long been neutral. They're just putting on a show.
Remember to hydrate, whoever's watching this.
I mean, look at this. This sudden surge in inter-family cooperative efforts. It's nothing but a pretense for those outsiders, isn't it?
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Now I'm curious.
Now she's curious. She lacks the gossip after all, since it's more than just gossip.
Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that creating chaos is also a means to maintaining social stability? Now, who knows who's been fanning the flames? But there are a dozen rumors going around out there, each one more outlandish than the last.
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated everything and... what was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident? Makes no sense. So what's the lowdown?
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
Sunday.
You mean the former Oak family head?
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, not a single soul's seen him. Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have watched something go down in history. Like what happened to the Black Plum family back then.
Look around you.
Without even realizing it.
Before making theories about everything.
I've heard another theory about that family head, though. I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off. Kindly take a detour in the meantime.
They don't know his face.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez. Are we Penaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
1 week.
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The
Or 1
Stellaron
week.
has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection. A move to heighten security, if you will. Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power to protect the sweet dreams of every guest.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work then.
Wary passerby.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
Oh god, the Acheron from Wish.
Oh. Do you recall when or where we might have met?
He's using it. Of course he is.
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
I wonder if this is Xiao's voice actor. The one who also voices Savon. I love the voice. I love it. I hope it becomes a playable character. So strong.
You sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
Who are you?
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Wait, a wait for us to escape?
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive of Penacony.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
Who is that?
The only one you can rely on, huh? What about her?
Oh, the sister. He doesn't want to involve her, I guess.
At least, she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
What a shame, huh?
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you. I've seen plenty like you, eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake. That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
This has to be Sparkle, right?
You're right. I won't deny that.
I don't think it can be anyone else.
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts. I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
The departed will return first. Head to Aiden Park. If Mihoyo don't put him in the middle of the express, or the Star Hunters are protesting in front of their doors. Yeah, I think they said it on the live stream that they're gonna get him. The express is gonna get him. If I remember correctly, or I read wrong the subtitles. Not the subtitles, the voices. Because English is not my native language, there are times that when I hear voices, I don't recognize what they say right away. Also, sure, let me know. Lyster goes, hi there.
I see 2 bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at Aiden Park?
the convenient boxes in front of the Pepeshi.
Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now. Besides, we once lived a cat and dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
You certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that.
Yet you will
Gallagher?
repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
Gallagher?
Holy moly. Can you get any more conceited?
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped you escape the jaws of death.
What?
When you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
Maybe it's not someone we know, but they did say about disguise. He did say about the disguise of the Harmony, unless he was talking about himself. Maybe he was talking about himself, that he was disguised. That's why they didn't recognize him. No, I'm sorry. I've slept so little. I blame this.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Is this an IPC mission? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all whom you once called family or something like that?
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
Oh, I missed her, even though she's... Ugh.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom...
What if Robin made a deal with her to let him free? And the deal was to not just let him free. Maybe Robin's whole plan is for him to go see the world and join the Express. Because, like, if you remember in his trailer, if you have watched his latest trailer, she said to him, may this journey lead you starward. So I think she was intending for something like that. But are we really going to, like, take him with us and just...
I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
I think Robin is in the IPC's debt. Maybe she agreed to
bridge when I get to
help
it.
them.
For now, there's still some time before that payment is due. So why not exercise the right to freedom that I've just regained?
By walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
Oh.
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
A trip down memory lane.
There's something else I want to do too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day. This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than capable of working things out on their own.
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be in the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight and always aligned with the tips of your shoes. We should always ensure that everything is in order before walking out the door. The same applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
You're still talking about order, huh?
But what has Aiden Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founder's one of your disguises.
I'm not that old.
Oh, come on. Make a joke, will ya?
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order.
So others see him with a
Refurbishment
different
works are currently underway.
image.
Please come back again later.
But if he if he looks different, if he has a disguise to other people, what did the other woman say? Have we met before? I'm curious now.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
Wait. Oh. He's also using the power.
What? What are you talking about? I mean... Mr. One Week, please excuse me. I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired than I realized.
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell me, won't you?
There's nothing much to say, actually. We Bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Aftermath?
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday.
Mr.
He works for me. You don't know him?
Oh, to be called Sunday and then change to Workday. Oh. You hate to see it.
Oh, I see. Pardon my ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
Such as?
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
Yeah, that's your Easter Sunday.
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? You managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then.
The way
To
the
become the
Pepeshi
bronze
talks.
Melodia of the Oak family.
One week,
Gone
one
under
week.
Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage.
Oh god, not about Mr. Gopherwood again, please. The Charmanito. The way the Von Week talks reminds me of Gallagher for some reason, like the tone. I don't know how to describe it. Not the same voice at all, but the way.
We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law. In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately, the tourists thought of it as nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Probably.
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become defiled.
To be honest with you, I don't want to hear about Gopherwood much. Like, he manipulated two children. Well, especially Sunday.
This place is no exception. The distorted after echoes of the Order will only add to the chaos.
Let's see what we have on these notes.
Okay. Aiden Park investigatory rules. I'll write down what I've noticed for now. I'll go over the things when I meet the others later. No consumption or food other than burgers, especially ice cream. What? Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. Be kind to birds. Do not discard trash in trash cans. What? Please do not use Soulglad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited. Attention, contacts that have not been mentioned are not necessarily safe. They just have not yet been reviewed.
No consumption of food except for burgers.
What is going on?
What?
I'm a bit confused. This is very trippy. Let's just keep seeing.
No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
You made a rule to prevent ice cream, for people to not eat ice cream because of that? That was his way of dealing with this issue?
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Huh. Try me.
Wait, don't!
In the blink of an eye, the ice cream vanished into Von Wick's stomach.
So, where are those corrective measures?
Bye, Von Wick. Thanks for coming.
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved. Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out.
Oh, how many times I've been on the
Only
stage.
cast and crew members are allowed on the stage.
Yeah, right.
A surprisingly reasonable rule.
I was taking pictures on that stage.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
Okay.
Huh?
Huh? Oh, it took me back?
Let's try that again.
What's going on?
Yeah, it does not allow us.
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned. It's exactly what I would have done back then.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now?
It's gonna vomit.
I tried to warn you.
Or yeah. No. Like a drunkard commonly seen by the sidewalk, he vomited a silver of rainbow.
How do you feel?
Awful.
Now, I'm feeling murderous.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Aiden Park. There's no need to involve the Dreamweavers. I'll fix these distortions once and for all.
He wants to make amends.
What's
Okay, I
the
get
plan?
it.
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts.
Okay, so he will be fighting himself at the end, right?
Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now?
Oh god. I feel like, you know how Scaramouche was facing, you were going through his past memories, you could see what happened in his life. I feel like how Scaramouche fought himself, like, you're going to fight yourself, but also you're going to go, like, face your past. Like, we are not getting to see what he did in the past, but we are going to face the, what do you call it, the security he had implemented for specific, like, rules. And now that's his way of dealing with them, of, like, making amends or something. But still, it feels a bit... I guess what can he do while he waits?
Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions.
Let's use one.
The Dream Jolt troupe where? Are they hiding or something?
Oh, wait, what? Here.
Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot, didn't ya? Come on, let's buy some bottle caps from it.
Just one moment.
Sunday places some alfalfa credits in front of the bubble hound.
Let me translate that for you. Who are you trying to pay with your spare change?
It Wait. He understands what the troop member says? Sunday has placed even more alfalfa credits. Why do I feel more and more I know who this is?
You're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Handle what?
This.
Wait, is that really all you've got on you?
No, Sunday doesn't have any money left.
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
Oh. I won't either, after trying to get that Lycone. The Dream Trail troop lets out terse sounds and moves closer, pointing the what? Pointing the soda bottle hanging in front of it towards the two.
It's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just enough.
And now I have to go back and use
Shall we
it?
give this capsule machine a try and see what happens?
I don't want to see. What are we going to summon now? Are they going to come to arrest us? Or the balls are gonna explode and like be thrown to us.
Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule?
You shouldn't have done that. Since warnings have proven futile, punishment is now inevitable.
They can't be seriously going that far, right? No. Hey, look out!
I knew it.
Feeling spiffy?
Heard the call.
Wait, I don't have skill points. Oh god.
You chose the wrong
Oops.
enemy. Eternal sleep is
This
not
poor
the
team.
Return!
Try harder.
Bloom.
Save it for your own skin.
Repent.
Let's play pro. Can you find the answer?
Stand down. Blade of me.
Come on, Jinyu, can you deal some damage? Well. You're trying.
All will be revealed.
No, I chose two of
In
them.
lunar flame.
This mortal form.
Let's see it in slow motion.
I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
Nowhere to run.
So cool. Ouch. The damage.
I'll go easy.
Big ouch.
The dead return!
You did not expect the Sparkle model to be so small? Yeah, she's very small.
Can you find the answer?
In lunar flame.
Oh. Okay, hold on.
Doubt farewell. Watch over you, and guide you on your path.
Okay.
Did they have to do that? They could have just recalled the capsule.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure?
Aren't the rules being too finicky with words?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too.
I mean, what does he want exactly to happen after he breaks the rules? Oh, we're gonna fight trash cans now. We're gonna throw trash in the trash cans. What trash do you carry, Sunday?
Do not discard trash in trash cans. This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
Why?
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Well, what do you suggest we throw in?
You. Imagine. Awful. Anything will do. Trash. Cloaky pizza hole? Are you kidding me? I'm not throwing that.
Something's happening.
Oh.
What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
Enough. The location of the distortion is nearby.
Oh, okay, he found it. That helped. The after echoes of order once distorted only add to the chaos. As a tuner, Sunday can easily discern where the harmony of dreamscapes has been disrupted. That actually worked? Huh? Wait, I can throw more. I'll put more. Oh, recovers 4 technique points. I'll put 1 to see what happens. You insert pleasant looking trash into the bin as a sign of consideration. In the blink of an eye, more pleasant looking trash is emerged. What an appropriate application of the Horn of Plenty concept. How many did I get though? I got 3. Oh my god, I can keep doing this and get more and more. You insert more pleasant looking trash. The trash can is overjoyed and silently pays its respects to you. Before you left, you suddenly feel a sense of dignity. That's all I'm getting. Yep. Wait. Sanctity of the... What was that? I don't know what that was, but it disappeared. You not miss message? I read, if that's what you mean. To look at your guide, yeah. I will. Where? Oh, it's this one. Yeah, increases defense. Okay. Never mind. I thought it was like an avatar or something, and I felt like, oh my god, I cracked the code. I found something secret in the story. Find distorted after echo. Oh wait. It is here.
Oh, there it is. Huh. It does look somewhat like you.
How?
Time for it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa. It worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a new pair of wings?
I'm still a bit confused. But I guess things will start making sense.
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it,
Fair.
you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader. When was the last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Sometime before I turned 6. Like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers, only to fall into a pit.
Adorable.
I almost broke my halo.
No, almost broke my halo. Imagine. That would be awful. What happens if the halo breaks? I think we saw somewhere like I think in the live stream it was, in the special program, he removed it and he was holding it, so maybe it's fine, like he can replace it. I don't know how it works. What is it, Leicester Ghost?
That was sarcasm.
If it's
in
not
case you didn't
spoilers.
realize. But
Sure.
whoa, you actually remember something like that?
That was sarcasm in case you didn't realize, but oh, you actually remember something like that. Why wouldn't he? He learned a lesson that day. He cannot fly with his smaller wings.
You never forget times of failure. It's only human nature.
True. Usually we remember more the moments we failed than the ones we succeeded. For me, that's how it is. Many times in my life, I remember moments that I was failing into succeeding into something important for me. And I forget all those times I actually managed to do something good. It's very sad.
Ugh, you're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure.
Between pledge and forgettance. Let's see. Tune the dreamscape. The departed will return first.
What is it this time?
I sense someone else here.
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh. It's as if it all only happened yesterday. And the younger me tasted failure here. I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles.
That's just human nature. Like many people do that. You learn though. Eventually you keep learning things and growing. From everything you can get a lesson and learn something new.
I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now. We should go. This will be a long farewell.
Okay. Yes, tune the dreamscape. Where is the dreamscape? Oh my god, it's next to me.
So, where are we heading next?
I want to see if he meets Tingyun. I really hope he meets Tingyun.
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
But we don't know if Tingyun is here. I have no idea if she's already here.
I don't mean to meddle, but I advise you to stay away from that place.
I see. It's not Tingyun.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating. You okay?
That's how it is. Everyone sees them differently. Honkai salvation log better not miss. It starts explaining something higher than eons. Okay. I will not. I will remember this. I'll have to look it up.
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Thank you, Sunday. I mean, random intelligent woman.
Hold on.
Oh. Hello?
Sweet dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Thank you.
Whew, that That was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your guard up. I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days. Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other.
I think it's possible.
A few feet or so between us will do.
I think it's possible that Welt was able to understand something was off. Like, you could tell that he was like, something is not right here. Something is with this person. But I'm so interested to see if this is going to come up with Welt, and he'll be like, I knew something was wrong, so I followed you, or something like that. Let's see. Oh, down here? Yes. But it shows me oh, I have to go underneath. It has to be underneath. I was tricked. Oh my god, a bird here? I haven't picked it up? I'm going back to everyone's side to keep warm. Bye, birdie. Did I do a circle? Did I do a full circle? Oh my god, is it this one?
Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
I will, but before I do...
Of course. Of course.
Put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Picture. Sorry, this is material for my computer. This is going on my background. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Sunday is so beautiful. And Welt. Sunday and Welt. Of course he did. It's Welt.
Short sentences?
Yeah, so that you don't control him or something.
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
Uh-huh.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me.
How peculiar?
Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
So dangerous. Haven't seen Welt like this.
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
An ally? I'm an ally. Sunday and reservedly search his story with Welt.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Where are you going, though?
Agreed. But, until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
You have my gratitude.
He's coming. He's coming with us.
I left my home in a hurry, too. I know how it feels.
Oh, come on. I didn't think of that comparison. That parallel, whatever.
That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this, too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony, too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along too.
Okay, okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
Boy, this is gonna be a party indeed. Oh my god, I can't wait. Let's go. Let's go.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case?
He cares.
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
I wanna hug him. I wanna hug him.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home.
Oh.
We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
Fugue.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here?
Oh my god, wait. Why does she look normal? I mean, the 4-star.
Or these ladies?
What's happening? Hello?
This... how?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
She's like the... what do you call them? The gremlins? What were those things? What did Tingyun do to... Tingyun, what did Ron May do to her? What were they called? Were they called gremlins? Let me see what they were called. That movie, yes, gremlins. What kind of experiments they did? Did you throw water at her and she started like multiplying? Hell. Oh god.
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms?
The irony of bringing him into the story now when he hasn't been playable. Where are you? Neither did I expect to see you here in Penacony, Mr. Screwlum. I had assumed the Genius Society wasn't invited to the festivities.
I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason.
Yep, you really missed out. I'm sure if all of you geniuses showed up at the Charming Festival, things would have been very much different.
I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
Where did you hear that? They did suggest a destination, but that was all. Did you hear this from Madame Herda? It's a world beyond the knowledge of the nameless, after all. I wrote to her hoping that all-encompassing erudition could provide us with some information.
Could there be more to it?
Yes, there is something else. Miss Black Swan said Amphoreus is a world influenced by 3 paths, and the erudition is one such path.
Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
You're right. So this has to be related to the Emanators, or perhaps even the Eons. That's why I wanted to know if the geniuses had any clue about it.
It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphoreus, however.
Madame Herda said the same, but it did pique her interest, and she agreed to do a little digging. My guess is that there's a chance the Garden of Recollection is behind it. She's always had a keen interest in the Remembrances technology, after all. It's also thanks to her that we got to make Miss Ron Mace's acquaintance a while back. We even went into the Kalenga Abyss to bring Leviathan's carcass back for our new friend. Speaking of her, this is far too much of an understatement, but none of us ever expected to see an old friend at Miss Ron Mace.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by.
She did not deserve what she went through, but I'm so happy she's alive. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, a bond that truly runs deep.
So, is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home?
Would the Nameless see a point in keeping work and favors apart? It's her request. She hopes to make a brief stop somewhere to reframe her mindset before returning to the Shienzo, considering her unique position with the Alliance.
Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
My companions are with her. They know Miss Tingyun better anyway. Plus, those youngsters will definitely do a better job than me when it comes to vacations. They're probably having a wonderful time now. And it shows all the Tingyuns around, like, attacking them, like, they're on the floor, like, removing Sunday's wings. No, I shouldn't say that. That went gore, like horror. Hi, I'm new here in Lurker. Just wanted to pop out for a second to say that I'm glad I've stopped on your VODs on YouTube since I really enjoy your personality. Oh, Serashim or Seratim. I hope I said it correctly. Thank you so much. I'm so happy you enjoyed my videos and my presence. Feel free to lurk whenever you feel like. Let's see the wonderful time they have. Let's see it.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on?
We threw some water on Tingyun, on Miss Tingyun, and then this happened.
March?
Oh, about that. Why don't you ask him instead? He knows how to present things logically.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna have to break that stereotype you have of me. I'm saying it.
Not now. Of all times.
Oh, I love that answer.
Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Tingyun for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
It worked!
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but he insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't want to do it, because you can't restrain yourself. Bronia had lost her mother and you were like, hey, successful trailblazing, yay!
What happened?
Behold the laughing maniac. We failed the challenge terribly.
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Tingyun...
Yes?
Miss Tingyun ate the candy too, but she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Tingyuns right in front of us.
Are these all the Tingyuns I pulled today? trying to get Sunday.
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Mr. Yang? Who is this?
Miss Workday.
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
Oh.
It's been a while, everyone.
Well, the horror reveal, the sound effect. Dun dun dun.
You! What's going on?
Mr. Yang, have you turned on us? Oh god, the one braid cell he has being used so hard. Am I still dreaming? Yeah, what's going on?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain.
Well, fills them in on what he's been through.
I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony. Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
I'm not one to boast about past feats. March is gonna be like, hey, sure.
The surprises just keep pouring in.
Never mind.
First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Tingyun. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guests?
Just you wait until he brings Kiana. Oh, please.
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Tingyun to her normal self.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Tingyuns aren't exactly easy to communicate with.
Are they also talking backwards like the trash cans in that dreamscape? The business model is quite interesting. Perhaps a merchant guild representative can be found upon returning to the Xianzhou.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
Your suggestion? Oh, wait. Which Miss Tingyun are you again?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Tingyun to come together to form the Tingyun Merchant Guild. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper. I know, we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person to handle liaison negotiations on our behalf.
She's a visionary. That's what you call a visionary. Remember that. These are the expectations.
I guess I can consider it. I hope everything goes smoothly for your guild. There. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
I want clone copies of myself too. Hey, Miss Tingyun's got a sense of humor these days. No, I'll say the first one. To be even worse than I already am.
Forget about it. How are you gonna clone your bat?
That's the problem.
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
Yes, more specifically the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Luofu some time ago? Was she one of the few survivors?
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the eye of the storm.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Story for another time. As host of the dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Tingyuns here.
That sounds nice. People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal. But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day?
I'll tell you what I think about this. I think that all these are pieces of her, like they said, like Sunday said, and I feel like it might look now like a bit funny and stuff, but I think it's extremely sad because she's going to be so different from what we remember the 4-star version. And I feel already bad.
That sounds like a good idea. If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it. She makes a valid point, too.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These 3 Tingyuns don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon. We won't be able to get a word in.
So, what do you think, Sonny?
Sonny?
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Work there.
Don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss Tingyun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each a part of her. In other words, it means the Tingyuns we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
Okay. You just made it sound a whole lot more complicated.
At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it.
To which one? All of them?
The only problem is that these Miss Tingyuns are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak with? Oh, I think there is one. But it may take me a while to identify her.
It's okay, I'm sure we'll figure it out faster than you, March. Where is she? The one with the tails, the bigger tail. Sleepwalking, kitty. Are there more? No. We're not talking to the sleepwalking. Money grubber, my god. This one? Oh, no. Oh god, wait. Give me a second. My poor eyes, like... Ah, my eye. Help. It's none of them. Oh god, they're talking to the trash can. Invisible found wilder. What? Let's try the kitty. What does it... Oh, no. Let's try the kitty.
Huh? You can't fly? Why? I can. I can fly. A long, long time ago, a big girl flew with me really high into the sky. I'll take you next time. Pinky promise?
It's not that one.
Should we get someone to watch over her?
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine on her own. The childlike innocence that adults have is a lot more resilient than you can imagine.
Okay.
Even if that's true, it doesn't apply to her.
Let's leave her, yeah. I realized there was a kid, but I didn't want to believe it. I guess this one.
Huh? Yikes. She's scary. No, I won't be able to talk to her.
What?
Oh, were you
Wait.
all looking for me?
Oh, wait. I didn't see this one. This one was here all along?
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Found her. remember correctly, this Miss Tingyun's trait is...
It's nothing special, really.
Somewhat normal, Tingyun. There she is.
She ought to meet your one we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Worth a try. My lady, if I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking Miss Tingyun hostage...
Brace yourself for gravitational disintegration. No, there are 4 pairs of eyes between the 3 of us. Know that there are 4 pairs of eyes between the 3 of us.
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. 1 week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
That is true.
How's that possible? Who is 1 week?
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
It's not Gallagher because the power of the harmony, but who is it? Just 1 week?
There's no need for that. You're acting so... sincere. I'm actually surprised.
Are you all right with this, Miss Tingyun?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
Then kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best, 1 week.
No, Fontilia.
What the?
I got chills.
Did any of you hear a voice just now?
Oh God.
A voice?
Never mind.
Look! It's working!
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Miss Tingyun, you're finally back!
Oh. Oh. Wow. Oh wow. What? The music and the way they made her show up. Oh my God. Can I rewatch this like 20 times? I have to. After the stream, I have to. Oh my God, she's so gorgeous. And I love her voice. I mean, listen. It's very different. She tries to speak a bit like Tingyun, but it's very different. But I think it really suits Fugue. I don't know about Tingyun. Like, about Tingyun, no. But about Fugue as a character who has gone through who knows what. It's more calm and more like, you know, it's not as cheerful as so like the other Tingyuns, but also the previous Tingyun. I like more. Which one was it? One of the clones we talked. I like the way that clone was talking, but I don't remember which one it was. For the 4-star Tingyun. But I still prefer the 4-star Tingyun for the new 4-star Tingyun. Anyway, enough. I lost my brain with this cutscene. No more talking about voices.
You may be small, but you're pretty amazing. Huh? What's wrong?
What happened?
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
Oh god, her design. Oh, yes. Yes.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
What? 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 Darkness descends before the eyes reminiscent of the chaos before the birth of the universe. Amidst this chaos, a voice emerged.
Don't be afraid.
What's happening? Another Rappa trial. Awful.
What is this place? No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone.
Who are you? And who am I? Is that where I came from? And
wow.
Where does this path lead?
Wow. They're doing everything so cool with her ever since she showed up. And it's literally the next scene. I'm sorry. It's literally the next scene. Fugue. Temporarily added. You can make changes. What do you mean temporarily added? I don't see her. Oh, there she is. Okay, let's put her with my Firefly team. What are those? What the hell?
This path is so dark. Yet it's strange. The farther I walk, the more at peace I feel.
I don't think I should go this way, but I want to do it.
Could it be that this isn't the first time?
A misfortune of survivors.
That looks so familiar.
You must go on and there's no time.
Does she want to lead me somewhere?
Damn. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love her. Whew. She's so beautiful. I cannot stress enough to say how beautiful she is. This has to be one of my favorite designs in Honkai style. It's way too good. Look at the details. Firefly, yes, she's still very, very good. Very strong character. Break meta is very meta. We will see now.
The life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager. Will it even work?
Destroyed by a Lord Ravager.
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it. But if she says it's possible, then it must be.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I am?
No.
Can they not hear me?
No.
Not yet time to return.
Oh. I'm simping so hard.
This girl is...
Observation log day 6. Though extremely rare, the observed subject has started to provide short answers for some simple questions, even though her cognition is still in a chaotic state. From what has been observed so far, she's not incapable of composing long and complex sentences. However, an unbearably intense pain would immediately attack her with high frequency, enough to interrupt her thoughts or even render her temporarily unconscious. The relevant information should be delivered to Madame Ron May for her to decide whether the observed subject's senses should be temporarily numbed before conducting a questioning. Correction: we have temporarily blocked the subject's various senses and are trying as much as we can to alleviate their pain. No further questioning will be made until the body's repair has made some progress. Until then, this is a record of the questions that the observed subject has already answered. Number 1. What is your name? The subject replied within 3 seconds, Tingyun. Number 2. What did you encounter? The observed subject spent a substantial period of time in rumination before suffering from intense pain and losing their consciousness. After being questioned 4 times, it can be confirmed that the observed subject knows about the related details, but struggles to elucidate the knowledge during the limited periods of coherence. So she's struggling to... She is aware, but she struggles to put her thoughts down.
Tingyun. What a familiar name. Do I know her?
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
It's you again. Who's talking to me? These are...
PTSD.
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
The destruction? I don't understand. Please, who are you? And why won't you show yourself?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight
She has to fight. She definitely has to fight.
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous.
No!
And you can't do it anymore.
How is she gonna pass then? Just walk by? Is that how she's gonna fight her fears? Because she just has to pass next to her fears, I guess.
Don't fight it. Embrace it.
Mm-hmm.
Try to coexist with it.
Okay.
Think of it as feeling your own scars.
My scars? Wait!
Okay, so she has to fight. She lied to us.
Is this called coexisting?
No, it's not. Don't listen to her.
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not alone.
Don't listen to her. What does she do? Increase break effect and nimbleness to reduce toughness when attacking enemies that don't have the corresponding weakness type. Makes the unit enter towards core state, enhancing basic attack. Fugue has a high chance to reduce.
Unite our goals.
Like until everything
Burns to ashes.
This is more than a battle. Set to the seas of flame! I will fight to live!
I will fight to live.
Set to the seas of flame! I will fight to live!
Have we met?
Haven't met before?
Clouds scattered.
How can it be? Why are there still so many of them? The ones from before weren't defeated either?
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can.
There she is. There she is after so long. When did we see her last? I can't even remember. Was it 1.6? My memories.
You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Return to the world? What are you saying? Oh. No wonder those two ignored me.
She's in there. How does she look like this now, though? I don't understand.
Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
You can think of it that way.
Ruan Mei is not going to tell you. Don't ask her. She's just gonna be being so like vague.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, Benefactor. But why are you telling me all this?
Benefactor.
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
This is so sad for her. Such a what she went through, like who knows how she went through all that. Like if you could see it as a third person, like it must have been terrifying.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with.
I don't know if Ruan Mei is the right person to talk to once you go through what Tingyun went through. But you know, she rescued her, so I shouldn't trash talk her.
You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path.
Yeah, and then she's nihility. How does that make sense? She should be destruction. She should embrace. No. I don't know what she should do at this point. I'm as lost.
And only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side.
Oh, she looks like that in the chamber. I need this picture. I'm taking this picture. Freaking hell. I feel so bad for her. I'm like, freaking hell, I feel so bad for her. And then I take a picture of this to put it on my PC to look at it.
Feeling more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment, and it just so happens I was able to fulfill his request.
Who?
What about the other merchants?
Who was that someone?
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit.
Wow.
Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation.
Wow. Oh, this is a lot to take in, I guess.
There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
My body feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet.
Okay, she's all
You'd be
numb.
in excruciating pain.
She probably cannot feel most of her body.
Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
What can the tail mean though? Like, now that she modified the tail, how is that impacting her life? So many questions.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
Of course it's Locha. Why did Locha ask of this? Why did Locha ask for her to do this? What? Excuse me? Why? Why? What does he want?
Who?
It's for what happened in the end of the chapter with Fei Xiao. What? I'm so scared.
Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little longer.
What? He wanted
By the time you
Tingyun
wake up,
rescued.
you won't remember any of these details. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
At this point, past events revealed by the tuning recede to the darkness once more.
Are you all right?
Did I pass out?
We were just about to make a memorial portrait, only for a little while. Let's be serious.
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Tingyun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Tingyun a shot at survival.
Her genius.
After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Tingyun back home.
A dangerous
stop
genius.
at Coney along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream. I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
That's all right. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
Shortly after. Oof.
So glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Tingyun is resolved, are we meeting your other two companions next?
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first. I'll leave Miss Tingyun in your hands.
Huh? But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here. You're not coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
I wanted them to expand more on Sunday and Tingyun. I feel like they could be an interesting couple, but not like that. But you know, you never know.
Okay, we better hurry then. This is ridiculous.
Okay, we have to go say our farewells.
Shall we keep going then?
Where are we going?
Did you forget already? Miss Tingyun is going back to the Alliance, so we're here to help her pick out souvenirs.
I'm not too familiar with this planet. I'm worried an unscrupulous cutthroat merchant will try to take advantage of me. Luckily, the people I want to buy these gifts for are friends you already know on the Xianzhou.
Oh.
So I'll be counting on both your stakeholder intuitions for recommendations.
As if a merchant could seriously take advantage of you.
I already picked up a few gifts earlier, so that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost a lot of time. So
where are you
oh god,
planning to go next?
I didn't say she kept talking.
Could you give me some time to think about it?
I didn't pay attention that she kept talking. Let's teleport here. Who is she going to get gifts for? Jingyuan, Yukong, and?
Welcome. How can I help you?
hello there. It's my first time visiting the dreamscape, so I wanted to buy some local specialties as souvenirs for my friends back home. My 2 friends here are more familiar with the dreamscape and recommended your shop, so I'm here to take a look.
Why, you really know how to flatter. Go ahead. Browse all you like.
It's the charm. She has a lot of charm.
First we have...
Oh,
Lady
Fushuan.
Fushuan of the Divination Commission. What do you think best suits her?
I didn't think of Fushun. I think she's a bit forgotten. Unicycler. Rather Hanu launcher. Cloaky eye mask.
Did you pick that because of her third eye?
A meticulously thought out and interesting suggestion. It'll make for a novel gift.
I didn't think of
go
that.
with Next is General Jingyuan.
Something goofy. Penacony shares Dreamjoy memoir film reel. Sent him a division of elite fighters. I'll send him a film reel.
Come to Clock Studios theme park to learn more about the history of the planet of festivities. I think the General will like this gift.
I think so too.
Finally, we have Lady Bailu
Oh.
of the Alchemy Commission. She loves excitement.
Okay. Halovian wings accessory. Hamster ball night hair clip. Soulglad syrup. I wanna get one of those accessories, but I think the syrup would be something like, because she's a doctor, maybe she would be like, but can you really get her this from here and bring it to her? Well, all of this stuff. I'm a bit confused now. Don't pay attention to me. I'll get her the syrup.
That's a good idea. It might be commonplace, but it's still the specialty of Penacony. It would make for an ideal gift to bring home. That's all of them. Please wrap them up for me. Thanks to both your help, everything went smoother than I expected. And it looks like we still have some time to spare.
Why don't we pay another visit to the Dreamscape sales store? You can find memory bubbles pretty much anywhere. But Penacony's dream bubbles are extraordinary. Even if we don't get them as gifts,
sure,
we can keep them as souvenirs for ourselves.
I guess.
A souvenir for myself. That's definitely an idea I can get behind. But there's one more thing I wish to do. Since this is our last stop, could I have a word with you two in private? Perhaps somewhere more secluded.
What's happening?
I'd like to discuss a personal matter.
Is she gonna tell us about her feelings of the future? Does she want to like chase Phantilia down?
Spot.
And this is a good spot, really? Here?
Miss Tingyun, what's this about?
The music?
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days. I'm truly grateful and can't thank you enough.
There's such a catch with her. There's a catch behind everything. Something is gonna happen.
But there are some things I find difficult to forget. I feel it's only right that I tell you what's on my mind before we part ways. Do you two still remember what it was like when you first saw me?
How could we forget? He was so shocked. He was frozen in place when he shouted.
Phantilia, how? Sparkle, how?
Exactly. And that's precisely why I haven't been able to shake off this strange feeling in the days since I started traveling with you. When I asked for your names, I couldn't help but think that this first encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for you. I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Phantilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another me tricking everyone.
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were replaced by Phantilia. I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while. I thought you must have come back as a double.
But it was much earlier than that. That thought has me filled with sorrow. As if a piece of my life had been stolen away, and I had no part in it.
Your actual life was almost stolen away.
That's what I've been puzzled about too. I never actually saw how Phantilia managed to disguise herself as me. What was your impression of that Tingyun, if you recall?
A bit calculating.
That part is true. I'm always calculating when it comes to business, but...
Yes, of that Tingyun. Sorry,
Never with people.
I had to make sure I said the right thing.
So, what did she seem like to you?
A shrewd merchant.
I'll just assume that's a compliment. Maybe next time you could just say silver-tongued.
Yeah, I didn't like the shrewd either, but there we are.
Was there anything particularly memorable?
March 7th said you were bossy, extremely flexible, high EQ. I have to see what EQ. Oh, EQ, emotional, instead of the IQ. Let me see it. Wait, isn't it? Emotional coordinate, measurement personal's emotional intelligence. I'll say this.
That's true. I'd love to learn how you do it.
Now the final question. In your eyes, am I just like the Tingyun you remember?
That's not important. I don't think that matters, but I can't tell her if it's important or not because it matters to her, clearly. That's the difficult part. She's not like the thing you will remember, that's for sure. And also, I don't know if I should just say no. That might push her even further into becoming a completely, like, different person, like, headed towards anger, towards revenge. But it shouldn't be like that. That's not important.
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird? You're the real Tingyun. Why compare yourself to an imposter?
Oh, Miss March, you might have the wrong idea. I'm just feeling a mix of regret and relief.
Uh-huh.
As a merchant, staying well informed is crucial. It's only natural for me to stay updated on the events of the Lawfu before I return.
Something is off.
If I had rushed in and out back then, I wouldn't have been much help. Instead, I would have postponed the trip and sought assistance from allies, but in that case...
we wouldn't have crossed paths.
Exactly. Based on your description, that Lord Ravager was indeed cunning. Her demeanor mirrored mine so closely that it felt like she was living my life for a few days, rather than merely disguising herself. I regret missing out on your Xianzhou journey.
Jesus.
But everything that unfolded afterward, aside from the scheming, played out exactly as if I'd been there. This leads me to consider another possibility.
Which is?
Phantilia had stolen a piece of my life, and a Foxian always gets even. I will not be taken advantage of. I must take something back from her as well. But after thinking it over, the only thing that could be considered equal value is the bond I have with all of you. That thought has brought me great comfort. And now I know how to speak to you properly.
I see.
We've never even met before,
but
and
still felt a bit dangerous
your help, just as before. I should have treated you with respect, but fear of Phantilia made me act like somebody else. will reclaim everything I have lost. And it should begin with a proper acknowledgement. Dear benefactors, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you.
Aww.
You're welcome. It's time to rethink how you see yourself. I don't know. I don't know if I want to be a smartass because I'm going to a person who went through literal hell to tell them what they should do or not do with themselves. But I do want to help her. I want to say the last one. I want to say it.
Looks like we're off to a good start. Moving forward, I'll definitely be trying more things like this from now on. And you, my dear benefactors, will be my source of courage.
Miss Tingyun, that's way too over the top. Just don't make any risky decisions. It might overwhelm him.
March talking about over the top actions.
We'll see. I just hope the Tingyun in your memories won't be tainted by Phantilia anymore. Alright, no more questions. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. Let's continue on our way.
Apparitional return. Let me see. Wait, this one. Help Tingyun recover her form. Please don't call her big sister. Speak memory. No. This is not yet the end. Please remain silent for a while longer in smiles. Answer Tingyun's final question as he departs. Wait, and there was one more. Soothe after it going. I can park inside his beauty. Okay. Investigate the dream bubble. What dream bubble is here?
Welcome to the Dreamscape Sandstorm. Dr. Edward at your service.
We're looking for some dreams to give as gifts. Something exotic and preferably captivating.
Just a friendly reminder. Being too picky.
Oh, okay. He wants to sell something questionable.
Just to dampen your spirits ahead of time.
Yeah, sure.
That being said, there are always some lucky exceptions. Not too long ago, I procured a dream bubble that sounds perfect real. The story unfolds in the Shenzhou Alliance, where a young sword master strives to become the sword champion. However, this junior Foxian sword just turned 100, puts him in a tough spot.
Why does that sound oddly familiar?
Oh.
Since I'm returning to the Xianzhou, I think it's better to choose something unrelated to the Alliance.
Yeah.
Feel free to pick a few for me.
Yeah, sure.
I love customers like you. So easy to work with.
So easy to take advantage of, you mean? Just don't pick anything weird, okay?
Oh, speaking of dreamscapes, I have a gift for you, my benefactors.
Really? What is it?
After troubling you all this time, I couldn't leave without properly expressing my thanks. Here's a dream bubble for you. I hope you enjoy it.
I'm so scared. I feel like something is still off with her.
Wow. That's really nice of you.
Here are the dream bubbles I prepared. Thank you for your business.
The 4-star artwork of the Battle Pass Lycon.
Well, it looks like everything's finally in order. I suppose it's time to head back?
Go to the Radiant Feldspark of Tingyun's dream bubble. Oh, in this dream, the real Tingyun never missed out on meeting you. Oh.
Maybe you're looking for something.
Wait, you can look at the dream she gifted.
Oh. Then please, close your eyes.
As usual, the dream bubble smoothly presents you with a myriad of scenes. However, you're very familiar with this dream. It's almost the same as your travels on the Lofu. The only difference is that the Foxian lady Tingyun who was traveling with you never encountered the Lord Ravager. Instead, she helped you solve that crisis of her own free will. You have a similar memory, but you decide to keep this dream. Fu. Doing this to me. So unfair.
I can't believe it's time for Miss Tingyun to leave.
So unfair.
I'm not ready to say goodbye just yet.
You're back.
Yeah, we got delayed on the way. Mr. Yang will explain in detail when he gets back. Has the messenger from the Xianzhou arrived yet?
Yes, we've been chatting for a while. Turns out he's an old acquaintance of yours. Yuko.
Long time no see, everyone.
Madame Yukong?
No.
I've imagined this moment many times.
And it happens here? In Penacony?
I was worried I might embarrass myself in front of you. I even rehearsed every word beforehand.
Ooh.
But now it seems it was unnecessary. Tingyun, I'm here to take you home.
My name is Fugue. Oh. You two must have a lot to catch up on after being apart for so long. We'll give you some space. Something feels so off.
Madame Yukong, I wasn't expecting it to be you. What a wonderful surprise.
I wanted to come because, after all, it's you who's coming home.
Yeah, me of all people.
Oh no, the guild, Survivors Guild.
Your body. It's going to be tough from now on, isn't it?
I've already escaped death once. What more could I ask for? Also, it's not all bad. I might even beat you at arm wrestling now.
You're still the same, carefree as always. I have a lot I'd like to tell you, but I'll save it for the road. It's a long journey back to the Lofu. Even if we can't completely rid you of the pain, there must be ways to alleviate it on the Xianzhou.
I have no doubt. But since we're alone here, may I ask you one more thing?
Am I crazy for having so much doubt that everything is just okay? She's going back home. Locha, what is happening? What did you want?
Do I really have to go back to the Lofu?
Why? You don't want to?
Despite Fantilia's ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And why did Miss Ron Mei, who has no ties to the Xianzhou, go out of her way to save me? It seems as if I've become a pawn in someone else's game.
You have.
There are people within the Alliance who also believe that the suspect is now on the Yuchua.
If that's the case, it's all the more reason for me not to return to the Lofu and complicate things.
I actually agree, but...
I might as well take advantage of this situation.
I actually agree. Come to the Express.
Take advantage of the situation? What do you mean?
Disappear.
Right now, The marks of ruin inside me maintain a delicate balance. Moreover, they were created by Phantilia herself. If possible, please inform the General and arrange for me to meet with the Marshal. Maybe this body of mine can help the Alliance get one step closer to the Xianzhou's enemies.
Marshal Hua?
When Ron Mei visited the Law Fu earlier, she mentioned what happened to you. This coincided with when the message sent by the Astral Express arrived. The Arbiter Generals concluded that Phantilia did not intend for you to survive. If utilized strategically, this could give the Alliance an element of surprise.
True, I did not think of it that way at all.
If we follow this plan, we must keep your resurrection hidden. But before making any decisions, I want to know what you think. If you wish to go home, I'll support you, no matter what others may say.
Of course you would.
Then I'm glad. I shall save you the trouble of hearing what those people may say.
The road ahead is perilous. If you decide to take it, I won't stop you. Maybe I'm being selfish, but I still want to know. Are you choosing this because it's what you really want?
I've come to see myself clearly in this dream journey. Perhaps it's what people call a blessing in disguise. There is someone who can attest to my true intentions. Please follow me. She should be around here somewhere.
Oh god, is Ron Mei here?
Is that...
What? Oh,
After
oh,
a strange
right.
encounter, I was fragmented into multiple Tingyuns, each embodying a different aspect of my memories.
My PTSD. Her PTSD and mine.
And one of them hasn't returned to me, because she ventured too far. Until now.
You mean her? What is she doing?
She's captivated by something that has deeply mesmerized me. As a fleeting emotion, she's no different from a newborn. Her boarding this ship was solely down to her inner impulse.
She can board the Express if she
Madame Yukon,
wants.
do you remember? Perhaps that was just an ordinary flight for you, but for a certain child, that was her first experience with the sky.
Come to space. Space is huge too.
Of course I remember. Back then, you were still young enough for me to carry.
What a tragic story. What a tough situation. Her life has forever changed. As I said, I'm so happy she's alive, but her life has been forever changed. And I don't think she can ever be like she used to be. Never again.
You probably still can. Want to give it a try?
I'm afraid you'd be too heavy for me now.
Oh!
Just kidding.
I remember you kept begging me to take you to the star skiff, and even dreamed of becoming a pilot. But once you were airborne, you were so nervous that you clung to others for dear life.
This flight was a turning point in my life. The boundless cosmos unfolded before me. I was completely mesmerized, not just by the view, but by a realization. In this world, there are paths beyond waiting for us to explore. Even though I lacked the talent to pilot the star skiff and wasn't much of a warrior, I still chose to travel around with the Merchant Guild. Even to this day, this thrill still courses through me.
That hasn't changed?
Never. Now I can embark once more on my journey as a traveler of no return, exploring the paths that lie beyond. Speaking of which, how are things with the Whistling Flames?
I've left Yan Ming in charge for now. He's reliable, but he can be a bit extreme, and might not always follow your principles as a traveling merchant.
My principles. Forsake what others fight for, and take what others abandon. That's the way to navigate the world and achieve my goals. I will continue to uphold my principles. But now I've also learned that while these merchant principles may apply to humans, they falter in the face of the gods.
But this shouldn't fall on your shoulders to begin with. You are simply an innocent survivor in this war.
That's not how she thinks. That's how she thinks herself.
You were once a survivor in the war too, weren't you? In a hazy dream, I vaguely remember someone telling me that the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity. But Madame Yukong, the gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
There's why Locha asked Ruanmei to rescue her. He wanted more allies against the Eons. And who's better than a person who almost died, lost their own life and their memories, their life they used to have, and are now lost because of the game of the gods, because of an emanator of the gods. Oh, crap! And she will feel like Ruanmei. She owes to Ruanmei, who rescued her, and to Locha for it also.
Every moment of every day. But as inconsequential as we are, how can we escape the fate of being mere pawns?
Oh. You'll find out.
If I could choose, I would never want you to become a pawn. I just wish you could still be that carefree little fox. Not caught up in this war.
Oh, my heart.
Don't be disheartened, Madame Yukong. Thanks to the favor of the Lord Ravager, I've become a player in this game.
Ooh.
Remember, it's often the unassuming pawns, the lone traveler, or the worm that subdues the dragon, that leave even the best strategists helpless. So, now I'll become a cunning speck of dust, and make those masterminds behind the curtains sneeze a few times.
A moment of silence lingers after that. Departures of indistinguishable for parting, yet they are fortunate enough not to have to waver between the two. But luck never seems to favor everyone. Okay. Meanwhile, at Dream's Edge.
Is this place also affected by the Order?
No, I'm just here to bid farewell. I changed my mind along the way. This journey has too many variables, so it shouldn't matter if we add another.
How did you know she would be here?
I didn't. I had a hunch and decided to try my luck. It seems I can be lucky sometimes.
I mean, imagine if he left and he didn't say bye to his sister.
It's not like you to leave things to luck.
I'm trying to change too.
I don't think you need a bystander in this scenario. Go on ahead.
You're not worried I'll take the opportunity to escape?
No.
I believe you're the kind of person that has the ability and desire to use everything to your advantage. But that everything does not include Miss Robin.
What a nice way to say it. He's so honest.
Thank you.
Now then, Mr. 1 Week.
I'm not leaving. No way.
Let him stay. He won't be in the way. I actually need 1 week to be there. She shouldn't be seen talking to a fugitive, no matter the circumstances.
You don't intend to reveal your true identity to her?
She'll know.
Both parties don't have to be aware that this is a farewell.
Oh, come on.
I shouldn't put her at risk for my selfishness.
As you wish.
I understand, but also, it's a
Shall we go
goodbye.
Let's go. Our journey can't begin if I can't take this first step.
Speak, memory, speak.
I didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
Oh, okay, Novus. It's nice to meet you, miss. May I know your name?
My name is 1 Week. I'm a member of the Nightingale family.
Oh, you're a dreamweaver. Thank you for all your hard work. You all are the reason the dreamscape has been able to recover from this crisis.
You're too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very busy. What brings you here to Dream's Edge?
This is so heartbreaking. I'm taking a break. I wanted to find a quiet place to relax. Ideally somewhere where I could see the stars. Before I knew it, I walked all the way here. I know these stars only exist in the dream, but...
Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality. When we look up into the night sky, the stars aren't really there. The glimmering lights we see are merely the images of stars from long ago. So, have we ever truly seen a real sky full of stars?
She knows. You're very philosophical, Miss 1 Week. You remind me of someone I know. Do you work nearby?
No. Today is my rest day. There's going to be a show later, so I came early to find a good seat.
A show? Here?
It's somewhere farther away. They say it's a farewell performance. The kind that's better to listen to from afar than watch it performed live.
I see. Oh god! Wait, the puzzle with the Charmony! Why? The Charmony dome! In that case, the observation deck is a good choice. You can see all of Penacony from here. Distance can make some things appear more beautiful.
Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars before the show begins?
Of course. You don't have to be so courteous. I should be the one asking. This is Dream's edge, after all, and the Dream Weavers are its true masters.
Still, these stars are unfamiliar to me. I don't recognize any of them, and it makes me feel uneasy.
What makes you feel this way? Is it because the sky is so far away, or because it's the unknown?
Perhaps it's both.
He's coming to the Express, isn't he? He's actually going to be with us.
The Stellaron disaster may not have had any real consequences, but many guests still chose to check out. Now the hotel feels quieter than before. It makes me wonder what Penacony's future will be like. I just hope it will not negatively affect you, Miss Robin.
You're too kind. I'll be fine. The disaster was unexpected, but because of it, I was able to witness many pasts and think about many futures. My only real regret is that I left some things unsaid.
Did the person you wanted to say them to leave?
Yes, he left in such a hurry that I didn't even get the chance to say goodbye.
Sometimes, what's in your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words. Maybe he already knows what you wanted to say.
But don't you think we should put in some effort when we want to encourage someone? Come on, she knows.
If you don't mind me asking, who is it that you wish to encourage?
You? It's someone who experienced failure recently and is about to embark on a long journey.
There are many such people on Penacony. Failure is like the setting sun to a dream chaser. It's something that happens every day.
He's trying so hard. Come on, get the hint.
I believe they all have the willpower to start anew. Especially after receiving a smile from you, Miss Robin.
But he's different. He's stronger than most ordinary people. But because of it, people have this misconception. They think that when he falls, he will stand back up faster than anyone else.
Are you saying that's not true?
She's saying it's okay to sometimes take time to get up. It's not, because before he stands up again, he will hesitate and agonize for ages over whether that is the right course of action. Oh, okay. I see.
Failure may be a good thing for someone like that. Being able to reflect on one's actions is a valuable quality to have.
Damn. You may be right, but I still hope that he'll never change. He doesn't have to change who he is at heart. I said it from ever since we got to know him more. And we got to see what his plan was. He's such a sensitive person at heart. He has such a pure soul. He just thought he could go against the bad side of life, the harsh reality, by creating this utopia he thought would help everyone. He just wanted to do good, but that was the wrong way of doing it, because you can't change this side of life. This is a part of life that will always exist, and it makes life what it is. That's why you have to take advantage of the time you have on this world. And all you can do is just keep going and getting up every time you fall. It's okay sometimes to not get up immediately, because we all need some breaks to recharge and to find ourselves and find where we're headed. So I also do not want to see Sunday change. I think he should remain who he is at heart. He should maybe just start embracing life and start expanding his horizon so he sees what life truly is like, and find the good things in life that can just that can give you strength to keep moving forward instead of focusing only on the bad things. And I know he has Robin, and I know he loves Robin so much, but he wanted to save her, he wanted to protect her from things that this is not the way you do it. And you can't protect someone from everything in this world. There are so many dangers, but also there are so many good things for someone to experience.
Why is that?
Because I have faith in the person I remember him to be. He may have taken the wrong approach when he failed, but I don't think he had the wrong intentions. We once stood together at the same starting line, but now it's his turn to fly for the stars. I believe he'll find the right path, even if he has to do it alone. We don't have to soar into the sky together, because I know we'll reunite one day, up there in the clouds. She's gonna go with the IPC, I'm telling you. She's gonna be working with them on the side or something. She made a deal. That's why he's gonna beat her again.
I hope so.
Miss Warwick, may I ask a favor? There's a jigsaw here I'd like to finish before I leave. If I have a Dreamweaver's help, maybe I'll be able to fill in the missing pieces.
The dream jigsaw. I see. I'll do my best.
I'm sorry, this is so emotional because it's two babies, two siblings that have to separate for now, and one will be traveling far away and away from its sibling. It's finally going to fly like the Charmony dove. And it's okay if it falls once or twice. It will have others to pick it up again. Don't worry if you can't find them. Just think of it as us taking a walk together.
I'm still inexperienced, so let's just hope we get lucky.
The roles are reversed. Thank you anyway. I expect the first jigsaw piece will be a part of the starry sky. As for the other piece, I hope it will symbolize wings.
It seems we've been blessed with good fortune today.
Is this... A scroll note was left here. May your sky be forever radiant. It seems familiar.
Another Dreamweaver probably left this behind. It's a habit for this profession. They hope to use these blessings as a foundation for the dreamscape.
The roles are literally reversed. And I will tell you.
The second jigsaw piece. Is this a pair of wings or a decoration made of feathers?
Maybe it's somewhere in between the two. It's a pair of broken wings.
We should keep looking.
It's okay, let's use this one. Just as before, a note was placed carefully next to the puzzle, like someone got here a step earlier. May your stage be forever lustrous. One more thing, staying fit is important, but don't forget to eat well too. He wanted to protect Robin, he wanted... Robin just wanted to fly, she wanted to experience the world. She thought it's not best to keep someone locked in a cage. It's better to let them experience falls and mishaps. And he thought it was better to keep everyone, you know, in a safe place, away from danger. And now he's the one who has to fly away to experience the world. I love him so much. I love both of them so much. Let's just see this again. Let's just hear the story once more, please. I forgot it. I don't remember what it was. I only heard it 20 times.
It's done. Have a look.
They play the music. The painting feels like a blessing and also seems to mirror someone's resolve. Even when the broken wings no longer belong to the sky, the direction in which they fall will still be towards the stars.
Soon I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars, none of which I recognize.
I have to take a picture again. I have no choice. All these beautiful artworks, I should put them on my computer.
But as long as you continue to gaze upon them from here, then those unfamiliar stars will one day be the place of our reunion.
She's letting him go. Still couldn't bear to say goodbye in the end. Maybe I'm stronger than you think. Yeah, clearly. The voice acting. You must try to relax on your long journey. Brother.
That didn't seem like a perfect goodbye.
Oh, it was pretty good.
It's enough. I only meant to stay quietly by her side for a bit.
So beautiful. They did this so beautifully.
But why did you do those unnecessary things?
What things?
He left the notes.
Those 2 notes. If someone finds them, they can be used as evidence against her.
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as many times as you want, but I can't.
Who was Warwick before? I love him so much. Literally out of nowhere.
I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either.
Live with regret?
We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
Yes, we only have one last stop. But before we leave, I have a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Yang. I'm curious. Why did you become a nameless?
Why the sudden interest?
Oh, you'll see.
I always had a feeling that you would never give up on someone who needed help. After spending time with you, I'm even more convinced of this assessment. At this very moment, there are countless worlds above the skies still waiting for the arrival of the Astral Express. Yet you and your companions have chosen to stay here. All for an old friend you never knew, and a notorious fugitive. To trailblaze means to forge ahead. Yet, you stop and spend precious time on people just passing by. All the while you believe this is the natural course of action?
That's not what I think at all. Besides, the watchmaker also made a similar choice.
And because of that, he bid farewell to the Express and never walked among the stars again in his lifetime.
Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if we leave the Express, some trailblazing paths will still continue. You can think of it this way. The title of Nameless doesn't belong to any one person. Each individual will have their own view of what it means to walk this path, and will always try their best, no matter the situation.
Look how different they all are and how they became a family. you discover so many things for yourself when you travel. Like as a trailblazer, you see so many different planets, you meet so many different people. It's such a vast journey. You expand your horizons with so many different cultures and such unique experiences. I think the Express is the right place for Sunday to be. He's a perfect candidate.
The goal of my trailblazing is not the unknown world, but every living being who exists under the stars. In my homeland, the name Welt means world. It suggests that each person is a world unto themselves, and that we harbor as many possibilities as the distant stars. The connections I gain on my journey are what is most precious to me.
What a description.
This is my way of the trailblaze, and the reason why I decided to stay here.
Why me?
Like I said before, I left my home in a hurry too. I know how you feel right now. I also know that a person will only be able to truly face themselves once they've decided to say goodbye to their past, the same way you're doing right here, right now. There was never a third person with us, was there?
I told you he'd find out.
Excuse me?
I should have known nothing could escape your keen eyes.
It was a fake? He had created a fake person? What?
Since you already know 1 week's secret, there's no need for me to build up suspense.
Wait, no. Is it?
Let's go. We'll head straight for the finale and take our final bow in this farewell performance.
What is happening? We're going to the place where we fought him, right? In the theater. Yes, after all that has happened, the Grand Theater stands deserted. The man who crossed here with broken wings must learn how to walk on the land. But to do that, he must first fly towards the stars. I'm so sorry, I got so emotional by the conversation of Sunday and Robin. And then seeing where everything is leading up to Sunday indeed becoming a nameless. It made my heart, like, I felt so much for him. This is like it's such a big thing to leave everything behind because you truly want to understand the world, because you truly want to make a change for yourself. And leaving behind his sister is just who he always was, so close to her. Since babies, it was all about his sister. And now he made that decision to leave her behind. It takes so much strength, and also it must hurt so much at the same time. I was so proud of this character. They wrote him in the best way possible. I just love him. Okay, what elements do I need? Oh yeah, it's that boss, okay. Well, that's not the right team to use there, but I do have to use Sunday. What should I even use? Should I use Kafka? I'll use Kafka. I'll use a weird team. I'll use this team. Don't question my choices. Please, don't question my choices. I just hope I can beat the boss. That's all that matters.
I know you can hide your appearance, but trespassing on restricted family grounds is still a bold move.
Don't worry. I won't take too much time.
I hope so. I hope I deal enough damage.
I was a child when I first visited the Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the curtains from here, and believing it to be the morning star guiding me toward the land of the dreams. When I returned here many years later as the head of the Oak family, I finally learned that the light was actually a Stellaron.
Now that you've returned to the stage, what are you planning to do?
A final performance.
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop. Have you ever seen the elderly at the end of their lives? As they welcome their final moments, they invariably raise their hands, stretching their arms into the emptiness. Much like how babies also stretch their arms into the air when they are first born.
My heart.
Humanity flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. Once when they are born, and once when they die. In order to flap my own wings and soar again.
Have to die?
I will say goodbye. Here. To the me of yesterday.
I forgot how Smoky's face was.
I really hate this face. My expressions feel so dull and lifeless.
I see. That explains why something always felt off about your appearance.
Welt is like, I'm gonna go now. I don't think I should be here.
The halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony, it's been missing since the moment we reunited.
True.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the heavens. But that doesn't mean it can't be thrown away.
Another amazing art. So many amazing artworks. I have to keep saving.
While I was in the gallery of thoughts, at the entrance of the dream, I chose to completely sever the halo from myself.
Why?
I am a fugitive, after all. I must remove any chance of being detected by the family. Another reason is...
torturing himself.
Pain. A pain like falling from the sky with broken wings. That can keep me awake. This is how I can cast aside all the blessings of the harmony and the order and, for the first time in my life, enter the sweet dream as an ordinary person.
Is that also how Mr. 1 Week came into this world?
No. You wouldn't believe the real story even if he told you. He was born from an accident. One that you're actually quite familiar with.
Are you kidding me? The same as Tingyun?
It was that try not to laugh challenge. Quite embarrassing, to be honest.
Are you kidding me? I never saw that coming.
I was roaming around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's trap. The prank that fragmented Miss Tingyun also divided my fragile self into two.
I wish. Well, I was so hopeful it would be like Gallagher in some form, but after seeing using the powers of harmony, I was like, oh. I had a hope in my heart.
Are you saying that he's a part of you? That's quite surprising given that you two look nothing alike.
You could say he's another possibility of me. I too was once a child, with aspirations buried deep within. Over time, those childhood voices grew increasingly faint. Maybe, if I had made a small change in my childhood, I would have turned out to be exactly like him.
What would that change be?
What a pity. Failing to become a better version of yourself. So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss Tingyun. I will perform a tuning on myself and return to my complete form. And this also means that 1 week will vanish for good. That's why I said this was the last stop.
Yeah, but 1 week was cuter. Now he seems more like a biatch.
Is there a possibility that you will be the
See?
one who disappears? No. This is a foregone conclusion. But who's to say there won't be any changes? Maybe deep down, I'm also anticipating this possibility.
Regardless of the outcome, you will have a witness. I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Oh, much appreciated. Now,
what's happening?
Shall we begin? Anticipating this possibility, you've really changed. In the past, you wouldn't have tolerated any noise at all. I'm about to embark on an unknown journey where it will be impossible to maintain my orderly life. I will have to navigate unexpected surprises, much like today. You're not ready at all, are you? I feel unsettled, maybe even scared. Ever since I left Penacony, I could no longer control everything. Don't flatter yourself. You can't control anything.
God.
But isn't that how it is for most people?
Thank you. Yes.
My fear of the unknown may be a weakness, but your presence has shown me that surprises aren't always bad. Meeting you has been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you this in person. I truly dislike you. What? Are you sure you didn't mean the opposite? I must admit, many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or openly share my dislike of a person.
But?
Or my fondness. I want to tell her that I love all her songs. Then go for it, Sonny. You always talk about locking the bird in the cage, but you're the one who's trapped. Look at yourself. Besides discipline and hesitation, there's nothing else in your life. If you continue living like a slab of marble, you'll break into pieces when you fall. But I won't become like you. I simply can't. I dislike people who are frivolous. It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them.
You don't have to.
If I fail, I will still uphold my principles, such as decorum and stateliness. As for the harmony, my stance remains the same. Whether it's you or the paths, if what I once doubted, or even opposed, becomes the force I must rely on in the future.
Not our work.
Then this time, my true heart will guide the tuning. I'll leave it to you.
It's happening.
What is this? Leaving your fate entirely up to a coin flip? This isn't like you at all. Did you lose your mind after being run over by the Express?
Adventuring
or
mention.
were you possessed by that IPC gambler? Failure is always the best teacher.
Wow.
To save more lives, you must first understand what they live for and what they die for. The best way to achieve this is through personal experience.
Already, like, character development. A lot of it. A lot of it.
You see? I'm already starting to make changes. Whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate. And see if I can embrace all that I detest. Only then will I truly be able to walk among the living in their world. But what if you can't do it? well, that's out of my hands. It will just prove that I'm still the same person. The person who always disappoints his sister.
No. Doesn't work that way.
Falling is just another name for flying. That's why I rejoice at my broken wings. Step into the mortal world to see how it truly is. Then, be born as a human and die as one. A day of peaceful repose. And with my last breath, I'll join the weak in reaching my hands toward the sky. On the planet of festivities, whatever identities I once had, they no longer matter. It's not the gods who answer us, but ourselves from the future. I don't have much to say. But, as it's time to part ways, here's one last piece of advice.
Please say something good.
When telling jokes, be sincere. Don't sweat the details, and above all, don't explain them every time.
Random coughing.
Never mind. Maybe it's better for you not to joke at all.
As long as you don't turn into Sino.
No objections from me. This is so annoying. How did I become so dull?
Dull. He's not dull at all.
Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard on yourself. There will always be people who are sad.
That's how life is. That's how the world works. Now it's happening.
Planet of festivities, land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home.
There were many of him, not
One
just
desire
one.
to leave the stage for good.
One must first step back onto the stage.
Please, let me win this. I don't know if I can. I'll try. Because my team is weird.
The trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh. Sure, I'll help.
Relax.
Doubt farewell.
Say bye to breathing.
Doors echo.
May as well kill them all.
No skill points, of course.
Stand still. Time to say bye.
Of course.
Boom.
Serenity is before me. This mortal will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Say bye to breathing.
Am I doing well?
The dice have bust. Or maybe I'll take it off. Echoes of the past need not fade away.
Echoes.
Follow me to the stars.
No skill points.
Down
Yeah.
the well.
Okay.
Good times. Time to say bye.
I have no DOTs to trigger, you know, I'm just I don't know. I don't know. Well, I have my own, but you know. My lightning.
I hope we're an anti-strike.
Disorderly noise.
Oh god, the disorderly noise is back. My god.
Say bye to breathing.
Time has come. Let it be revealed. Is it inevitable for me.
We can do it.
Stand still.
Sure, I'll play along. It's on me. Don't dirty the dice, I bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Oh.
Disorderly noise.
Watch your head.
Uphold the truth, and you will.
Okay.
Doors echo.
Well.
May as well kill it. It's time to say bye. Boom.
No dirt.
All things are part of the melody. Eternal prayer.
This mortal.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
I've heard the call.
Well, I have skill points.
Good times. Time to say bye.
I need his Lycone. I really need his Lycone. I want it. Not need, I want it.
Stand still.
Oh god, I broke him with Harmony. Well, whatever. Harmony? Imaginary? Whatever.
No dirty tricks, alright?
Listen to the harmony and unity.
Say bye to breathing.
Say bye to skill points.
Overcome the thorn.
Again?
Sure, I'll play along.
May song bring us
May as well kill it.
To get Roky's ultimate?
Watch your head.
Sink into a dream.
Serenity is before me.
This mortal.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Good times. Time to say bye.
Boom.
Boom. Stand still.
Doors echo.
Say bye to breathing.
I've heard the call.
Well,
Down, farewell.
May as well.
because now she's gonna get it, right?
Relax.
Nope.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Disorderly noise.
I didn't see it die. I was just looking at her ultimate. A new venture indeed. Better with him than Anna.
On this 8th day, I grant myself departure.
Oh, that feels so epic.
Well, how should I address you now? Mr. Sunday or Mr. 1 Week?
He's making jokes now.
Whichever you prefer. He's probably mocking me from inside right now. Thank you for accompanying me through all this, Mr. Yang. This farewell journey has come to an end.
What are your plans after leaving Penacony?
At this point, there's no need to hide things from you. I believe there's more to the incident involving the Stellaron on Penacony.
He wants to come with us.
Are you suggesting that the Dream Master wasn't the one controlling the Stellaron?
Don't worry. The Oak family was indeed behind seizing the Stellaron, and resurrecting the fallen Eon during the Charmony Festival. And you've already defeated them. But... Mr. Gopherwood once told me that all the Order's efforts were aimed at avoiding the same mistakes that the Harmony made. My guess is that the family from the Montour system must be involved.
The Montour system?
Unfortunately, too much time has passed to verify that. Penacony is just a small territory, and even the family heads with their authority cannot enter the sacred site of the Harmony and inquire about the true will of the Great One. In the worst-case scenario, if Xipe turned a blind eye, how could the strong defending the weak hold up? Mr. Yang, I just want to tell you this. The Harmony has more than one side. They can be the most steadfast ally of the Astral Express, or the most fearsome enemy.
I'm scared of every
Thank you for
Eon.
being honest with me. The efforts of the crew on Penacony were driven by the same concern.
Ugh.
After all this, the Harmony and the Preservation will keep the situation on the planet of festivities in balance.
For now?
With the momentum from the Trailblaze, more forces will arrive, and Penacony will become a public space in the cosmos.
I really hope so. It deserves it to be something safe and something a bit different from what it used to be.
Freedom is the only answer the Nameless can offer. I'm glad that Penacony needs it.
You and I both strive for a peaceful society, even if our reasons are different. And you've gone even further than I have. If not for our paths, perhaps you and I wouldn't be in opposition.
Don't sell yourself short. We're not fundamentally opposed. Otherwise, you wouldn't have shown me mercy in front of the Dream Master. This shared journey is my way of repaying you. After all, you are one of my trailblazing goals.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Finally.
About that, you've given me many insights as well. Humans are the measure of everything, and no one is the sole savior. Creating a paradise remains one of my lifelong ambitions. As I move forward, I realize I must build it brick by brick. Therefore, I have a request that I hope you'll consider. While I lack the will to trailblaze, nor can I become a true Nameless. I admire your convictions. Perhaps what I need, more than asceticism, is knowledge. Therefore, after leaving Penacony, would you consider letting me...
Yes.
Come aboard the Astral Express and travel with you for now?
For now? Forever? Of course. Of course. 100 times yes. Oh god, it's our POV. Okay. We're gonna be doing something...
So this is why I brought him here.
I thought we would be doing something stupid and then Sunday would pop up.
Mr. Sunday wants to join us on the Express. Of course, I can't make that decision alone.
I just hope you won't be corrupted again by Kevin, Fanon. Because I feel like it will be interesting to see those two. But if you didn't support this idea, you wouldn't have brought him back. Well, I trust your judgment. If someone is willing to join us on our journey, the Express will be open to them. But this time is a bit different. Before making any decision, I want to hear what you think. Me? In this battle, you were the one who directly confronted him. Your opinion holds the most
I
weight.
learned the most valuable lessons from my past opponents. Please, say whatever's on your mind.
Like with Tingyun, you get to choose, but how will that affect everything? I don't know. You're a noble person. You're a noble person. I can't deny that you always have compassion in your heart, even though we may view things differently. I agree with what you stand for. Have some hope in humanity. Maybe you're too pessimistic about humanity, but the Trailblaze isn't like that. We have to learn to have faith before embarking on this path. You must do the same. You are a worthy adversary. I don't agree. We can be friends! Nothing is for certain anyway. An enemy yesterday may be a friend today. I won't accept this no matter what is said. I'll have my eye on you at all times. Maybe we should hear everyone else's opinions. Finally, I'm no longer the newbie. He can join the Astral Express crew. Welcome aboard the Astral Express. I second that.
Well, you did get nerfed after turning into a good guy. So I guess I'm okay too.
Thank you all for your forgiveness. Perhaps I'll find the answer I'm looking for on this journey. And when that day comes, it'll be farewell.
No. I want you on this journey. You're gonna love trailblazing. And you're gonna learn a lot of things. And you're gonna bond with everyone. And we're gonna be drinking coffee together. Himako's coffee. Maybe. We'll see. And we're gonna see many planets. And you're gonna meet so many different people. And there will be many hardships, but from every hardship you're gonna get even closer to your companions, and you're gonna learn that life works in many mysterious ways. Life is strange, but life can be very, very beautiful.
Until then, rest assured that I will do my best to fulfill my duty as your companion.
Looks like we've come to a decision. Remember to keep the contactor in the loop too.
Now that our business on Penacony is settled, it's about time we get back on track and prepare for our next warp jump.
We bring him to Amphoreus! We bring Sunday to Amphoreus. Bye. Yeah, but let me try contacting Madame Herda once again before we set off. She helped us look into Amphoreus. Even though nothing new came up, I should at least let her know that we're leaving.
Try?
I tried contacting the space station several times, but I never got any response. Maybe there's a problem with the interastral network. It shouldn't be anything to worry about. What could happen on the Genius's home turf? Even the Antimatter Legion wouldn't stand a chance. For all we know, Madame Herda could be making a move again. Am I going to see the Herda? Is it happening?
No, we're still not quite there.
Okay. What's happening?
Indeed, this is only a minor ripple that no one will ever notice. So, you must also understand, for a genius, the importance of asking questions outweighs the importance of the answers themselves.
She's talking to New.
So-called magic has its own set of principles. There are no mysteries in this universe that cannot be solved. So...
Oh god, I'm getting to...
all-seeing presence. I ask you this. What is divinity?
Spectacular, gorgeous, breathtaking, Beautiful, amazing, incredible. Oh my god, oh my god. What is divinity? She's talking to News directly. And she looks amazing. Crap. Okay. Visitor. Fugue has become a visitor. What about Sunday? Now, oh god, Robin is here. Where is Sunday? Well, somewhere around, I guess. This was 2.7, the story of 2.7. I have to admit, I was expecting a bit of a stronger interaction between Sunday and Tingyun, but nevertheless, I think we got a very good glimpse of Tingyun's way of thinking now, or I should say Fugue's, even though she didn't call herself Fugue. We'll see when that happens, and if it happens. They clearly have a big storyline with Locha, Jingliu, and Wanmei, and Fugue. Locha obviously has big plans, and he's trying to gather allies to be able to take down the Eons. And I think he's trying to do it by whatever means he's able to do so, and specifically the one of the abundance. So we'll see how this goes. I'm very scared of what the outcome of this is going to be. And clearly Fugue is not okay with just going back and being who she used to be, because now she feels she's already a player in this war between humans and gods, and she feels she can really help against the emanators of destruction, against destruction in general. The scene with Yukong was just... it felt like it wasn't really supposed to happen like this. It felt awkward. Not that I didn't feel the emotions from their meaning, it's just that Fugue is not who she used to be. I'll say Tingyun. Tingyun is not who she used to be. And I think Yukong realized it, and it hurts a lot, because she lost her once and then she found her again, only to realize she's not who she used to be in. But it's better to have the person you cared for being alive and well than gone, even if they're not completely the same person anymore. People change, and she went through a traumatic experience that unfortunately changed her, and now she has to make experience new things, and find herself as well. As for Sunday, I feel like everything about how he boarded the express was done wonderfully. I was really questioning the beginning. I was very confused by the little baby Pepeshi. But at the end of the day, I think the story of how he wanted to say goodbye to his past, and it all started with ending his previous existence, which was funny that he came to be because of the Try Not to Laugh challenge. Anyway, the conversation with Robin truly touched my soul. It was just done extremely well. And even if there was no voice acting, it was done so well that it tells you how well it was. Even if you couldn't hear Robin's voice, you could feel all the things she was saying. And I really hope one day they do reunite under good circumstances. And I do want to say what deal Robin made with the IPC, because clearly she has made a deal that I think they will take advantage of who she is and her fame and her power in Penacony, her position, I should say, in Penacony. I will definitely miss all the characters from Penacony, but I'm sure some of them will pop up eventually, and I'm expecting Acheron for sure. If Acheron doesn't appear in Amphoreus, it's such a wasted opportunity. It's like she's the perfect character to show up again. I'm very happy we got Sunday on the Express. I think everything was leading up to that. I had my my first idea was Sunday might have joined the Stellar Hunters, but after all, he joined the Express, which was done. I think it was the best thing that could have happened to him. And I'm very proud of him. Very, very proud of him. And I can't wait to see where his story is going to go, because I think he's a character they can use so well with the energy of the rest of the crew members. And they can all, like, have a really good build up, like, as characters. Like, they can all have a very good potential for future storylines that could truly have significant effect. Like, I think they can do really well with the writing with those characters they have in the Express. And let's not forget, I think Black Swan is also there. We'll see what happens with Black Swan. I really liked it. I am surprised. I thought we would get, as I said, more about Sunday and Tingyun together, but that was not going to be the focus. I think the focus was to see what happened with each one separately, even though they brought them for a bit together. And I have very high hopes for Amphoreus. As I always say, keep on trailblazing and keep on playing this game and keep experiencing these wonderful stories, because I'm sure they have so much left to show us. And I'm not forgetting Tingyun is going to go to Marshal Hua. So remember this, we're going to see Fu Hua eventually. Like, I think in the next versions, I hope. So that's something to think of. Because Fu Hua and Honkai, but third, Guardian Angel, one of my favorite characters, so I can't wait to see her in this game. If it's her, which probably I think it is. They're building up to it so much. So yeah, I want to thank you so much for going on this journey with me on Honkai Star Rail. I hope you enjoy my playthroughs and my company and my feelings, because I have a lot of them, and I cannot wait to see where this journey takes us. Stay safe, and I hope I get to see you again on the next one, because the next journey is leading us to Amphoreus, and I can't wait to see everyone there. Bye everyone. I don't know what's the point, but I had an attitude. I had an attitude for no reason. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm never saying anything ever again. There's always point. There's always point. Nice English. There's always a point. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. I think this is a wonderful ending to the stream. A beautiful ending. For me. And yeah. As I said before, see you on the next one. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Love yourselves. And Welcome on the Express Sunday. Yeah.